Special Chronicles podcast, episode 35.
Hi, I'm Captain Jeff, the airline pilot guy, and you're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast with Daniel.
This episode is sponsored by Bluehost. Create your own website or blog with a .com domain name for just $6.95 per month. Go to www.specialchronicles.com and click on the Bluehost banner for more information.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast with your host, Daniel, the show where we talk about respect and the message of the Special Olympics with the intent to educate and inform others about people with disabilities.
I'm not that different from you, but we're all together in what we do. So see me for what I am. Let's spread the joy while we still can. Then we'll break the barrier walls that stand. We'll come together hand in hand, 'cause we're all the same, just with different names. And when it's done, you'll see.
Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to the Special Chronicles podcast. My name is Daniel, and I'm your host, and today we have a in-studio co-host.
Hi everyone, my name is Georgia Hunter.
Welcome, and well, actually today we'll share on one mic, so it make it complicated. So if we move the mic, it may you may hear the table on the recording. So today we're going to talk about Special Olympics and what we do in the Special Olympics, and let's see, we'll talk about spread the word to in the world, and about some news. We'll talk about the duck derby, and see some other news in Special Olympics, and we'll talk about being a global messenger, and let's see what else comes up in the show. I think we also have some feedback too, so that's good. Should we get started with the show?
Sure.
Okay, so why don't we go ahead, and if I can find the right button to press. I encourage you all to change the all order to respect. Every one of us deserves respect. And so what we usually do when we start out the podcast is with an interview, but today we'll do the interview live, and we also, what we'll talk about in the news coming up a little later is we'll talk about the interview that we did on ABC, but that interview is recorded, so we'll play that on the podcast, maybe the next show. So first, how did you get started in Special Olympics?
I started out when I was 12 years old. I just love being part of Special Olympics.
Yeah, awesome. And why did you want to participate in Special Olympics?
Well, I get to meet new friends from different areas of Special Olympics, and I love to win medals.
Yeah. Same here. So, what type of sports do you like to play?
Well, right now I'm doing track and field. I like basketball, bowling, a little bit of tennis. So
yeah, good. And you also a basketball coach. What do you like to how did you get started as a coach?
Well, I was actually on the basketball team with POF Huskies.
Yeah.
What got me interested in becoming a coach is because I like to see my friends going on the court and just have fun.
Good. So what other sports do you like to play?
I want to try bocce and bowling.
Good. What do you like? What would you say to encourage other people to get involved in Special Olympics?
Well, you can go on the website, www.soillinois.org. Just to go out and just have fun with your friends and family.
Yeah, good. And before we start talking about the athlete leadership programs, let's take a quick break. And if I can find the button to press here, there we go.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast. And here is your host, Podman Dan. You're listening to
the Special Chronicles podcast.
Oh yeah. You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Daniel Smirkowski. This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Podman Dan.
So where are you, men of courage?
The film that inspired millions of moviegoers to stand up and say, I will. Courageous. On DVD and Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Available now at your favorite Christian retailer, because honor begins at home.
Oh, whoa. I have to turn the mic back on. I forgot to... There was another bumper we're supposed to play, but I forgot. I think that should do it. So talking about the athlete leadership programs, let's tell our listeners what the athlete leadership programs is. So we're both a global messenger, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get started as a global messenger?
As a global messenger, I started out at a very young age. I started when I was 12. My mom, Karen Hunter, helped me getting different coaches by presenting to different groups. I'm also going to be speaking at a golf event, which is awesome.
Neat, yeah. When I got started, my mom also helped me with my speeches, so that's good. What do you like about being a global messenger?
Why do I like it?
Yeah.
It's fun. I just like talking to different groups. I actually spoke to my basketball team. My favorite one is the night of Columbus. I get to stay in a great hotel with my mom.
Neat. And then, how did you get started as a coach?
Well, right now I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
Going to be 24.
Right.
I can't really say.
Yeah. Okay. And a couple of months ago, well, a few months ago, we were both at the advanced training, and so what did you think about the advanced training that we were both at?
Well, we shared ideas, thoughts, and future ideas for us doing different groups, and it was basically about media, like doing PowerPoint or radio interviews.
Yeah, good. And let's see, anything else about the athlete leadership that you want to say to our listeners?
Sure. I actually met Daniel for the first time. He's missing fun.
Yeah, good. Awesome. And so now we'll take another break and we'll get to some news. Okay. So if we can find the button to press, we'll go ahead and take a break.
If you like this show, you might also want to check out The Break with Father Roderick. The Break is an award-winning weekly show about movies, technology, games, health, food, and faith. From The Simpsons to the Sacraments, from technology to theology, The Break features the cool and the classical, the past and the future, the trends, and the tradition. Download the show for free on iTunes or listen at sqpn.com.
Hi, this is Avery from Live WTL Ministries, and you're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast.
Welcome to the Pie News on Channel 3.14.
And we've got some news for you from Special Olympics, and we'll see what other news we have. And let's see, the first news that we'll talk about is about the interview on ABC, right?
Yeah.
And so that was this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
And let's see. What did you think about that interview?
It was actually my first time. I get to talk about my life and what I did.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah. It was, and it was my first time on TV too, and they had a bright light that was that was really bright, and they had a big camera too. So that was big. Now switching gears to Special Olympics. Let's see. The first Special Olympics news that we have for you guys is the Dunkin' Donuts cups on the rooftop, and that is. I was trying to pull it up on here, but can't seem to go to their website now. So, yeah, okay. So, but I did find it earlier, and so I have it here. So, it's June 1st from 5 to 2, and it's all around the city. But if you go to soill.org, you can find out more information. And then the next piece of news that we have is the Rubber Ducky Derby, and how all of you listening can help us to adopt a duck. Georgia, do you want to tell our listeners about the duck derby?
Sure. Well, what do you think I should say?
Let's see. Maybe about what the duck derby is.
Okay, it's an annual fundraiser benefiting Special Olympics Illinois, where thousands of spectators will watch over 40,000 yellow rubber ducks splash into the Chicago River from the Columbus Drive Bridge and race towards the finish line near Michigan Avenue.
Good. And how can people So when is the Duck Derby?
It's actually the Family Fun Festival. Kicks off at 10 a.m. On Thursday, August 9th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
In front of the Wrigley Building, 400 North Michigan Avenue. The splashdown of the river ducks off the Columbus Drive Bridge will be at 1 p.m.
Okay, good. And so some of our listeners may want to adopt a duck and to help us out. How can they do that?
Well, you can ask your family, friends, or a coworker if they would like to chance to win a great prize and support Special Olympics athletes. They can buy Adopting a Duck for $5, or a crack pack, which is 6 ducks for the price of 5, for $25.
Good. And listeners, if you go to specialchronicles.com/usadopt-a-duck, specialchronicles.com/usadopt-a-duck, you can see a video that we did, and we have a link on there of how you can adopt a duck. And in addition to that, you can also go to another website, right?
Yeah.
What site is that?
The site?
See.
www.duckrace.com/Chicago.
Good. And on there they can see. Let's go to there and see. Let's see, Duck Race, so that they can adopt a duck, and they can watch that same video, and yeah, they have more information on there. So good. Let's see. So that's and why should our listeners adopt a duck?
Well, it's fun. The duck race is gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be a lot of crowded people.
Yeah, it is. And let's see. Should we read this about why they should adopt a duck?
Sure, no problem. Because the purchase of a duck adoption, it is like a raffle ticket. Gives a voice to children and adults with intellectual disabilities by promoting acceptance for all and respect worldwide for those different able. Special Olympics Illinois changes lives every day by offering one-on-one training, year-round competition, leadership, and the Young Athletes programs at no charge to athletes or their families.
Good. And so if you can go to duckrace.com/Chicago, and you can also go to specialchronicles.com/usadopt-a-duck. So we still have some more fun, exciting stuff to talk about in the show. So we'll talk about spread the word, doing the word, and we'll see what else. So keep listening, and we'll go ahead and take another quick break, and we'll be back.
If you like this show, you might also want to check out The Break with Father Roderick. The Break is an award-winning weekly show about movies, technology, games, health, food, and faith. From The Simpsons to the Sacrament, from technology to theology, The Break features the cool and the classical, the past and the future, the trends, and the tradition. Download the show for free on iTunes or listen at sqpn.com.
Words are powerful. Hearing the R word makes people with intellectual disabilities and those who love them feel like less valued members of humanity. That's why we're asking you to help spread the word to end the R word. Join the campaign and make your pledge. It's time to respect and value people with intellectual disabilities. It's time to end the R word.
Talk about this campaign, spread the word to end the word. So let's tell our listeners, those listeners who may want to know, what is this campaign about?
It's called Spreading the R Word.
And let's see. Let's find some. Do they have information on it? On here, I'm sure that they have some information on here. So why is this campaign important?
Well, just don't say the R word to anybody else or the ones who have disabilities. Just you.
Yeah, good. Okay, so it's important. So our listeners can go to a website that they can go to pledge or not to use the R word. Let's see. All where is it? Put it on here somewhere. all-word.org. So you can go on there and you can pledge and find more information to end the R word. So let's see. They also have some flyers on there and some other resources, and right?
Yeah. So check it out.
Yeah, check it out. We're gonna go ahead and take another quick break and get to some feedback, and if I can find the button again to press, so many buttons on here. There we go.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast, and here is your host, Podman Dan. You're listening to
the Special Chronicles podcast.
Oh yeah, you're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Daniel Smirkowski. This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Podman Dan.
Podman Dan.
Yeah.
Jamil is here. Woo. Mail call. Gather round, everyone.
Mail call.
You've got mail. What's this? A letter for me. You have mail.
Daddy has an email. What's this? A letter for me?
You've got mail.
And we received some feedback. Not a lot of feedback, but we've received some. So we'll get to the voice feedback first. But not that much feedback. But we can tell listeners how they can send some feedback. Because it's always good to hear what all of you listening like to what you like about the podcast or about this podcast with our in-studio guests. First time that we have an in-studio guest. So let's get to the voice feedback now, should we?
Sure.
So let's see.
Daniel, this is Leticia Velasquez, author of A Special Mother is Born and mom to Christina, age 10, who has Down syndrome. I wanted to thank you for a wonderful interview you did for me and to congratulate you on winning the Les Brownlee Scholarship and soon to get the Matthew Freeman Award for Social Justice. Well-deserved for your wonderful quality of journalism and your hard work. Congratulations.
Thanks, Letitia, for that feedback. That was nice.
Yeah, that
right?
was nice.
So now, if you want to send some feedback, because that was some good feedback, but I'm sure a lot of listeners, especially after today's show, they're going to want to let us know what they thought, right?
Yeah.
So they can call. Let's see. There's a few ways that they can send some feedback. So they can call +1 630 384 9137 +1 630 384 9137, and they can just leave a voicemail. So you're not gonna wake us up, or you're not gonna talk to us in person. You can just leave a voicemail. You can also on specialchronicles.com, there's a voicemail. What do you call it? Voicemail button at the corner, at the right hand side of the page. And you can click that and leave a voicemail there. Just call +1 630 384 9137, and you can also email feedback@specialchronicles.com. What are some other ways that they can send some feedback?
You can comment on the post for this episode at specialchronicles.com.
Okay. And what are some other ways that they can send some feedback?
Join our Facebook page, facebook.com/specialchroniclespodcast.
Okay. And I think there's a couple other ways.
Tweet us on Twitter at Special C Podcast.
Good.
Or the official Twitter hashtag number Special Chronicles.
Okay. And then you can also not gonna wipe out Google Plus because I don't know. Don't use that. So whatever. So we'll skip over that one. And then iTunes. They can also review us in iTunes, and we're always looking for more reviews so people can find out about the podcast and everything that we talk about on the show. And just go to specialchronicles.com and you can click on iTunes. That would be the best way. Or just do a search. Let's see, what else do we have? Any other feedback that you want to tell our listeners, or anything?
Trader Joe's. You can just listen to it. Also to my best friend Jackie Finn, and all of my friends and family, and including my boyfriend Charlie O'Connor.
Good.
Please listen.
Okay. And let's see. We have get to coming soon, and some other topics. So we're gonna go to take another quick break. Maybe we should take a break with a song, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So this song is called One, and you can find it at soill.org, soill.org. So we're going to take a quick break with a song, and during that break we'll talk about what other stuff we can talk about on the show, because we still have a half hour left in the podcast. So we're going to take a quick break with a song called One, from Special Olympics Illinois at soill.org, and we'll be back. Keep listening to the Special Chronicles podcast at specialchronicles.com.
In a blind society, it's to the victor all the spoils. We fail to see the dignity that's found in blood and sweat and soil. I, for one, respect the man who gives it everything he can to tasted victory and loss, and knows that makes all of us.
And that song was One. You can find that at Special Olympics Illinois, SOILL.org. And we've got some more topics and stuff to talk about. As we will talk about that when you all listening to a song. We had the mics off and we were talking about what we're going to talk about next. So so we'll review. Actually, I'm not going to review it because I didn't see it, but Georgia's going to review a movie called Lolex. So let's play that bumper and then we'll go ahead and review that.
You call your friends retards when they're acting retarded.
You guys are retarded.
Don't ever say that word to me again. I mean it. These guys are my friends.
So we'll review the movie now. And you want to tell us, Georgia, about the movie?
Sure. It's one of my favorite movies. Two of my favorite actors are in that movie. Zac Efron and Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
It's about creating a whole different world, and it's awesome. It's really doggone really funny.
And let's see, we pulled up the website, and it's the lowxmovie.com. And what else do you like about it?
I just really like Danny DeVito because he's hilarious. I've seen him in different movies. He was actually the father in the Matilda.
Okay.
So.
Neat. And let's go ahead and play just a little bit of the trailer for the movie. And
welcome to Sneedville, a city they say that was plastic and fake. And they liked it that way. No nature, no flowers, no one seemed to mind. But a secret was waiting for someone to find.
Oh, hi, Ted. Do you want to see something cool?
Whoa, what are those?
Trees. They used to grow all around here. What I want more than anything is to see a real living tree.
From the creators of Despicable Me.
Whoa.
No one ever leaves town. See what he's up to. Comes the world of Dr. Seuss as you've never seen it before.
Okay.
So, you want to know what happened to the trees? But I didn't think anyone still cared.
Well, that's me, the guy who still cares.
It all started a long time ago when I accidentally summoned a mystical creature as old as time itself, the Lorax.
Hey, did you chop down this tree?
What's that?
Hey! I think he did it.
You need to change the way things are.
I won't let you down.
Whoa, you got a beautiful town here, Ted. I can't think of any reason you'd ever want to go outside of town again.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. I think the Lorax meant for you to have this.
The last seed. It's not about what it is. It's about what it can become.
Bring it on, Teddy!
I could just kiss you right now. But we don't have time for that.
I don't know, we have a little time.
Dr. Seuss's The Lorax.
So who invited the giant furry peanut?
I'll go right up your nose.
Whoa!
You wouldn't hit a woman.
That's a woman?
And that's the trailer for the movie The Lorax. Hopefully we won't get in trouble for playing that trailer. But that hopefully give you a taste of the movie. So
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to say about the movie, or why our listeners should go see it?
Well, I think everybody should listen to it because it's really funny.
Yeah. And we'll put a link at specialchronicles.com to the website where they can go and see that. Let's see. So next up, we'll let's take another quick break, just to catch your breath and before we move on and talk about your band. So they'll tease our listeners, and they're all probably wondering about this band, right? So let's go to a quick break.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast, and here is your host, Podman Dan. You're listening to
the Special Chronicles podcast.
Oh yeah, you're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Daniel Smirkowski. This is your host,
Daniel Smirkowski.
Podman Dan.
Podman Dan.
Yeah.
And we're back. And next up, we'll talk about George's band. So can you tell us about the band?
Sure. My band, my favorite bands are Big Time Rush and One Direction.
Okay. And what else about it? You want
to? I think One Direction is they're all from England, like different sets of England. They're really amazing.
Yeah, neat. And what do you like about those bands?
Well, I got my first song, "What Makes It Beautiful."
Yeah.
They're on a beach, just singing this amazing song. It makes me want to cry a little.
Okay. And let's see. Yeah. So, anything else that you want to tell our listeners, or how they can hear the music?
Well, you can go to iTunes, or I don't know. Yeah. They have a website. But,
okay.
Just listen to it on iTunes.
Okay. And once again, for our listeners, what's the names of bands?
One Direction.
Okay. And the other one?
Big Time Rush.
Okay. Big Time Rush. So we'll see if we can put some information on specialchronicles.com for this podcast, and so listeners can find out more information about it. We'll go ahead and take another quick break, and then get to talking about this spring games that you are at. So let's see, what button should we press now? What button should I press, Jojo? You press.
I don't know.
Should I press this one?
If you like this show, you might also want to check out The Break with Father Roderick. The Break is an award-winning weekly show about movies, technology, games, health, food, and faith. From The Simpsons to the Sacraments, from technology to theology, The Break features the cool and the classical, the past and the future, the trends and the tradition. Download the show for free on iTunes or listen at sqpn.com.
Hi, I'm Captain Jeff, the airline pilot guy, and you're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast with Daniel.
And we're back, and we'll talk about the spring games that was in just recent, when was the spring game? Just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. I was in Naperville, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing track and field. I came in third place in the softball throw.
Neat.
I came in first place twice in the 100-meter run.
Okay.
And the relay.
Neat. And so was there a lot of people there?
Yeah, they're like, if I had a number to guess, I think it's over like 4,000 athletes and coaches.
Neat. And it was in Naperville, you said, and it's good. And what type of? Oh, don't want that one. Okay. Don't mind me. I was just trying to. Okay, so what type of back on track? What type of sports did they have? They had track and field that you competed in. What other sports did they have?
Well, basically it was all track and field. They did long jumps, softball throws. Basically it's just about running.
Yeah.
I like running the most in softball throw because I like to have energy.
Okay, good. And if all listeners wanted to come out to the next games, which is the summer games, in June, I think that's the beginning of June.
Yeah.
So, what would you tell our listeners to come out to the summer games in just about a month, I think, right? About a month.
Yeah. For the next month, there will be softball, and more track and field.
Okay.
I'm going downstate for track and field, so it'll be amazing. So I will meet different people, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And the opening ceremonies is always fun to. What kind of our listeners see at the opening ceremonies?
Well, at the opening ceremonies, when we first get there, we're checking in the hotels, hotels or the dorms, and then for the opening ceremonies, we have the first one that we have is sing the Special Olympics oath and the anthem.
Okay.
And then there are like different groups out. Like we have there's swimming and also track and field.
Yeah. And they have soccer too.
Yeah, soccer.
And bocce.
Bocce or a little bit basketball.
Yeah. Okay, good. And yeah. So anything else about the summer games that you want to tell our listeners?
Just come out, support us, and we'll bring home the medals.
Good, awesome. If you, I think Special Olympics has some information on their website about the summer games. I think.
Yeah.
I
don't know what website, but
yeah, we'll try to find that and see if we can put some information. So we're gonna take another quick break and then talk about the next topic that you wanted to talk about. So do you want to give a listener the tease to what they're gonna you in just a few minutes.
Sure. I just want to give a shout out to the Dole Library. Just listen to this amazing podcast.
Yeah.
So please
Okay.
check it out on YouTube.
Yep, awesome. And we'll be back after this quick break.
You're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast. And here is your host, Podman Dan. You're listening to
the Special Chronicles podcast.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
You're listening to
Special Chronicles podcast.
This is your host,
Daniel Smrkowski.
Daniel Smrkowski. This is your host,
Daniel Smrkowski.
Podman Dan.
Podman Dan.
Yeah.
We're back, and we during that break, we have one person listening in Oregon who is another Special Olympics athlete. That's it's all the way up in Oregon, I believe. That's where she's from. So yeah. So next we'll talk about you want to talk about your mom, right?
Yes, I do.
So so what do you want to tell all listeners about?
Well, my mom's name is Karen Hunter. She's really supportive of me in all my sports that I did. She's an amazing coach. I love her so much. I actually got the swimming gene from my mom. When she was my age, she won so many trophies. I couldn't believe that my mom was the best swimmer in my family. I have won over 300 medals plus nationals in swimming. I never had trophies in swimming, so
Neat.
it's a lot of fun.
Neat. And she's actually here in studio listening, right?
Yeah.
So
shout out to everybody out there.
And so what else do you want to tell all listeners out there?
Well, you can Facebook my mom and just talk to her anything you want.
Okay.
I couldn't tell how much I love my mom so much.
Neat. Awesome. And so we have a few minutes left in the hour. About 8 minutes left or so. So what else do you want to talk about with our listeners, or should we take a break and then come back and
I think we should just take another break.
Okay. So you're listening to the Special Chronicles podcast at specialchronicles.com, and we'll take another break. Let's see, what break should we take? We're gonna take another break. What clip should we play now? Well, why don't we just play this clip?
So where are you, men of courage?
The film that inspired millions of moviegoers to stand up and say, I will. Now you can get Courageous on DVD and make an impact in your home. Heroes protecting the streets. Fathers struggling to connect until a tragedy awakens them to a greater calling.
I want to know what God expects of me.
Because honor begins at home. Courageous on DVD and Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Available now at your favorite Christian retailer.
Whoa! I didn't know that ended. Pay more attention to the song clips and when they end. So let's see. So today, just to give you guys listening an overview of what we talked about today. We first talked about Special Olympics and how you got involved in that, and we then talked about being a global messenger and kind of like that, and then we talk about some news, and those listeners who may just be tuning in, we told them about the duck derby, and so one more time, how can our or why would our listeners want to adopt a duck?
You mean the very last
Yeah.
one? Okay. Because the purchase of a duck adoption, it is like a raffle ticket. Gives a voice to children and adults with identical disabilities by promoting acceptance for all and respect worldwide for those differently able. Special Olympics Illinois changes lives every day by offering one-on-one training, year-round competition leadership, and the young athletes programs at no charge to athletes or their families.
Good, awesome. And we do have one of our listeners that's tuning in, who's a Special Olympics athlete up in Oregon. She has a question for you, Georgia, and she says, what made you become a Special Olympics athlete, and what sports you do? Well, we talked about some of the sports at the beginning of the show, but what made you become a Special Olympics athlete?
When I first tried out for Special Olympics, I was 12 years old. I was training for swimming, softball, a little bit bowling. I also did fishing.
Right.
So.
Neat. And we have just a few minutes left, so we'll get ready to end today's podcast. And so coming up on the podcast, we have some more exciting interviews to come. Another interview is with another global messenger, Jim Morgan, who he was at the advanced training. So we'll have him on the podcast, and some more interviews that you just have to stay tuned or rather stay subscribed to the podcast to hear those interviews coming up soon. And I'd like to thank all of you to listen to the podcast. I'd like to thank you, Georgia, for coming on the podcast. As our first actual InStudio co-host, so it's been a lot of fun. Like to we remind you guys all to check out links in the show notes at specialchronicles.com, and look forward to hearing your feedback. You can call +1 630-384-9137, 630-384-9137, or email feedback at specialchronicles.com. Any final thoughts that you'd like to tell our listeners?
Yeah. I just want to say hi to my family. I have a cat named Cat Stark. Yeah, so
awesome.
I had fun on this podcast with my friend Daniel.
A lot of fun. So we would like, and we're going to end today's show with a song called "Let Me." It's by David Stefan, who's a Special Olympics athlete in Nebraska, and so he recorded some of the songs, and I had him on a previous podcast. So this song is called "Let Me," and it's all about athlete oath. So it's called "Let Me." It's by David Stefan. So we'd like to thank you for listening, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, and take care. God bless, and we'll see you around.
Let me win, but if I cannot win. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. I said, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
As you wake up, wiping sleep from your eyes, watching clouds flow by, staring deep in the sunrise, you realize that getting here might have been your fantasy, but winning that gold is definitely your destiny. So get out of bed and tie your shoes, hurry up and have breakfast, cause there's no time to lose. It's time to put on that show, so on your marks, ready, set, let's go! As you run down that track, you got athletes at your back, and you're running your hardest. When you see that finish line, you know that your time to shine, to put that gold around your chest, so you too can be named the best. But if you don't win, that's okay, cause you know you tried your best anyways. So stand up proud and let me hear you say, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me
win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. I said, let me win, if I cannot win, let me be brave.
Swimming, track, or basketball, it doesn't matter, cause we tried our best in them all. And no matter what people in this world have to say, we are all special in our very own way. So black to white, age, it doesn't matter, cause we come together with one another to compete, hang out, and chat with each other. Eunice Kennedy, the founder and the mother of this organization for the special kid. So Special Olympics is the way it is. We're here now and we ain't going away. So stand up proud, let me hear you say, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. I said, let me win, if I cannot win, let me be brave.
As you work hard and compete all day long, you know you got the strength and will to live strong, and the ability to make things happen, cause in each one of us is the heart of a champion. Just remember that your dream can come true. I know because they did for me and they can for you. So stand up proud one more time and let me hear you shout, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let's go! Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me. Let me hear you say, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me.
I got it. I'm gonna win. Gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Let me hear you say, let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Let me. Let's
go. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Special Chronicles podcast. You can leave some feedback by calling the voicemail feedback line at +1 630 384 9137. That's +1 630 384 9137, or send an email to feedback@specialchronicles.com. That's feedback@specialchronicles.com. And be sure to visit our website for more information on the show at specialchronicles.com. That's www.specialchronicles.com. So until next time, take care and God bless. We'll see you around. Bye. And that's a wrap. Stop. There we go.
Oh, awesome.
Can I take off
Yeah.
the...
Daniel, when did you get involved in doing your podcast? When did you start doing them?
It was a couple years ago. In
Okay.
like the beginning of 2010.
Okay.
So I was actually at the end of 2009. I was at my cousin's house in Pennsylvania, and I was talking to them about starting a podcast, and so they gave me an idea about it. So I started to put together the design, and then I started to record it in the beginning of 2010.
Okay. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
So, and this is a special program that you use on your computer for it?
Yeah. Yeah. With
Okay.
I have all of the audio clips. On here. So and I recorded it.
Is that like a mini microphone?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an audio recorder. So this mic is actually connected into here.
Okay.
And then it's through this code here. It's connected into here. So.
And that's recorder, and then that gets plugged into your computer?
Yeah.
Or,
This mixer gets plugged into the computer.
Okay.
So then it goes to here. To this wire here into the audio.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Would you want to do it again if Daniel asked you to?
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe next time have some more ideas about things to talk about and stuff.
Yeah.
You're really a good moderator too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, directing the the conversation and stuff.
Thanks.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, and how is it this time every week?
No, I do it different times.
Okay. And then how do you know when you're live? And I was trying to find, I don't have my reader glasses, but I was trying to find the tweet. What's the tweet?
It's actually Twitter.
Yeah.
The Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have it?
It's actually here. It's tweet us on Twitter, and then
Yeah. So how do I find that?
Special.
It's actually the number.
Oh, hash. Is that what you call it? Do you call it hash?
Yeah, it's special C.
Hashtag.
Special C podcast.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Here.
I think this is it. Wait.
Hashtag, and then SPECIAL.
Chronicles.
CHRONICLES. Okay, so let's do a search on that and see if that comes up. This is so cool.
Yeah.
You get a lot of information out there too.
We have no internet service.
No tweet results for.
It's right here.
Oh, Special C podcast? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, Special C. Okay, so let's try that one. Okay.
Oh, still on the air.
We're still on air?